Alright guys, the time is finally here. It is ranking season. So I'm going to do some rankings for you of top 10s throughout the year of 2020. Do a little video of 2021. That's all going to be coming later. So let's get started with these ranks. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Zach with Zacks Books, and today I've got for you my top 10 favorite short stories. I've got 5 from Stephen King and 5 from miscellaneous authors, and this was not a full year of short stories. It was obviously more novels. I wanted to kind of split it up evenly. There is one on here that I will have as an honorable mention, and I will say it towards the end, so that way I don't have to do it right in the middle. So we'll get to that once we get down to 1. We're going to start from 10, work our way down to 1. Let's get started. Coming in at number 10 is Night of the Mannequins by Stephen Graham Jones. This book was alright in terms of I was still kind of confused with where the mannequin thing was coming from. Like, was it a figment in this guy's head? Did something psychological happen that messed up the whole town? I don't know. I really enjoyed it though. It was a cool, thrilling ride throughout the entire book. I thought the kid in this book was a stupid moron for doing everything he did, but whatever. But yeah, I've got another Stephen Graham Jones book, possibly 2, in a couple other videos, and you'll be seeing those later in December. So, number 10, Night of the Mannequins. Alright, coming in at number 9 is The House on Abigail Lane by Keelan Patrick Burke. You'll see him again later on in this list. I've never read anything by this author before. This one and the other one in this top 10 list were the only 2 I've read, and I want to read more by him. But I really like this. It was really weird and psychological. It's like you go in this house and then you go up the staircase and you just disappear. So this was also on a reading vlog. I don't remember which one, Short Story Battle 1 or 2. But it's in one of my videos. But a really good book, really enjoyed it. And I would like to know more about why the house was how it was. So maybe a sequel? Yeah, that's number 9, House on Abigail Lane. Coming in at number 8 is 1922 by Stephen King. This book was really creepy. It was really eerie with the whole husband aspect of it. He convinces the son to kill his wife, and then they hide the body and everything, and a whole bunch of shit goes wrong. The kid ends up, yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but a lot of bad things start happening to everybody who was involved, mainly just the dad and the son. But really good book, really enjoyed it. But yeah, 1922, Stephen King, number 8. Coming in at number 7 is Dead Lake by Darcy Coates. I have read just this one book by her, and I want to read everything else that she has written. I'm intrigued with everything else that she has written because I own a lot of it and I want to read them all, and 90% of them are all haunted house stuff, and that's been my vibe lately. So Dead Lake, really good book, really liked it. The thought of being kept alone in a cabin and just seeing people outside your window at night and stuff, and that's just really creepy, and I really enjoyed this book. So I really needed to include this in my top 10. So if you haven't read it, I'd give it a read. That's number 7, Dead Lake, Darcy Coates. Alright, coming in at number 6, I'm going to do the honorable mention now because they're both in the same book. And that is The Raft by Stephen King, which is in Skeleton Crew. The other one that is in here that's going to be an honorable mention that I'm not going to put on the list is The Monkey. That one was really creepy. I just didn't think it worked going on my list, even though it was a really good story. I was kind of between Night of the Mannequins and The Monkey, but I felt like I couldn't leave Night of the Mannequins out. But The Raft, that story is just really weird. It's also in Creepshow 2, which is a movie that George A. Romero did with Stephen King. and they made that into a live adaptation. It's really creepy. There's also stuff about the Raft you just also want to like know more about, like where did that toxic thing in the water like come from, and I mean that's just the real question is where did it come from? Like why can it do what it does? That's the question at least I have. So the Raft coming in at number 6, and the Monkey coming in as an honorable mention. Coming in at number 5, we've gotten to the top 5 now, and starting that off is The Mist by Stephen King. The reason this is not higher is because the ending does not give you anything. It just is like, yeah, we're hopeful that we're going to survive. I am someone, my wife knows this, I'm someone who wants an ending. I want to know what's happening. I want to know how it ends. I don't want to know, like, yeah, and then we floated away. Okay, cool. Where did you float? Did you fall? Like, I need to know the ending. I can't just leave it on a cliffhanger. So this is a short story from the different season, or this is a short story in the Skeleton Crew collection as well. It's, I think, the first one actually, and this is the longest one. I really like this book. I just wish the ending was just more precise with what's going on. That's the only reason why it's not higher up on this list. But I really like it. The movie adaptation is really sad because they actually give you an ending, and that ending is just a gut punch to the gut. So, coming in at number 5 is The Mist. Coming in at number 4 is Sour Candy by Keelan Patrick Burke. Told you he was coming back. And this book is really effed up. There's no other way to describe it. It got 5 stars right away. This little kid is like pissing off his mom, but like the mom is like doing nothing about it. Then this dude's just like, hey, you dropped some candy, and the kid's like, thanks. Gave him a piece, ate it, and then all of a sudden the kid like became his. And the woman just like was like, yeah, no, he's your problem now. And like a whole bunch of supernatural crap just kind of starts happening. Kind of gave me some Stephen King vibes. But I read this in a Gabby Reed's video. I think it was the first one. And this kind of kicked me off with wanting to read more short stories. Obviously, Stephen King has got plenty of them, and I was going to read those. But all these other ones on the list, I would not have read if I did not read Sour Candy first. So, thank you, Keelan Patrick Burke. I can't wait to read more from you. And 4th place, Sour Candy. Coming in at number 3 is kind of... I don't know if I've put this in a video, but it's a short story I read a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but earlier in the year. But I don't think we put it in a video. And that is Who Goes There by John W. Campbell. This is what inspired the movie The Thing with Kurt Russell. I don't know any of the other actors in the movie. I just kind of know Kurt Russell. This book was really weird. It gives you that who's the thing, like, are you good, are you bad, which is what the movie gets at. This creature is awoken in, I think, the Arctic. It's like an Arctic expedition or something like that, and this crew in the U.S. unburies this creature that can, like, take the form of you. Like, it could make a perfect imitation, like perfect. It just can't handle metal items. So if you have like a metal or like a gold tooth, that gold tooth isn't going to pop up or show. So this was really cool. I really enjoyed it, and it's number 3 on my list. The ending is a lot different than the movie is. This one, like, they actually go on, like, a spaceship or something like that, and I thought that was kind of weird. But overall, good book, and it's number 3 on my short story list. Rounding up the top 2 are both Stephen King. Would it be any different? Nope. Coming in at number 2, this was kind of a hard decision, but not really. The Body. This was a really good book, which I knew it would be. This is in different seasons, along with number 1, actually. Number 1's also on in different seasons. So, kind of a spoiler, but which one is it? If you've watched the reading vlog, you know which one it's going to be. But The Body, really good book. This inspired Stand By Me, another movie from like the 80s or something like that. But I really enjoyed this book. It was really cool, really good ride. These four friends go on the search for this dead body, and they kind of like figure out their lives and stuff while doing it. And then there's that epic standoff at the end with like the older brother of one of them and his gang of friends versus them, and the kids have got a gun, and it's pretty cool. I really like it. I highly recommend it, and this got 5 stars right off the bat. Check out my Goodreads for all of these books. They're all there, except for the Raft and the Monkey, because I'm waiting to finish all of Skeleton Crew before I rate the entire book on there. So, but I really like this book. Highly recommend it. I highly recommend Different Seasons in general. Even the breathing method wasn't that bad, but not good enough to make my top 10. But still a good short story. So number 2 is The Body. All right, coming in at number 1, really should come as no surprise, I would hope, and that is Rita Hayworth and The Shawshank Redemption. This was a really good book. I really, really like this. If you don't know what this is, a guy named Andy Dufresne is imprisoned at Shawshank Penitentiary for murdering his wife and her lover. But then you find out later on in the book that he's actually innocent and didn't do it, because the whole time he kept saying he was going to do it, but there was no evidence to show that he did actually do it. But he got framed because they were able to match the bullets that match his gun. And so they imprisoned him. And he meets all these people in this prison, and the warden's a total douche and doesn't like him. And I just really enjoyed the story. Obviously, this also was part of a movie just called The Shawshank Redemption. I really liked it. I couldn't stop reading this. It was really good. 5 stars right away. The ending is really high lifting with this. I'm not obviously going to tell you what it is because I don't like to spoil things, but I will if I have to. But the ending is pretty cool in terms of it being happier. There is another prison book, The Green Mile, that I recently just read. My 100th book of 2020. Check out that reading blog. Where the ending is not as happy. And this one is kind of uplifting. I like it. And I always like, my big thing is I like movies with books because then I can picture the person like there. When I have a harder time trying to picture somebody that's being described than I do than somebody who's like, he's right on the screen. So every time they're talking, I always picture the person as the one person in the book, as the person in the movie, and it also just kind of made it easier for me. That goes with all the other ones I read, like The Mist, The Body, all those guys, The Raft. I was able to just picture a character, and it was really cool. So, Rita Hayworth in The Shawshank Redemption, my favorite short story of 2020, without a doubt, no question. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Alright guys, these are my top 10 favorite short stories of 2020. Some of these may be featured in other videos, like we're going to be planning to post one every Tuesday in December. I don't think I'm only going to have 4 or 5, I might have 6 or 7 of these ranks, so we might do another toss-in whenever, but we're planning every Tuesday to post a rank video for you. So stay tuned for the next one. Until then, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. What are some of your favorite short stories you've read this year? Let me know in the comments down below. We'll see you guys in the next video. Later.